All right, now we all know how crazy pranks can get in 2026. I mean, there's pranks where you literally just put a shirt on of like an establishment, you put a Target shirt on and you go in there and pretend like you're working. That is literally a felony, I'm pretty sure. Like pretend there's pranks of like I've seen this recent prank where guys will dress up like the CEO of a company and they'll come inside of a store and send employees home. That is that's insane. That's insane. I suggest you. They're funny. I can't lie, but that's insane. And then there's like some pranks back in like 2016 YouTube where people would like, oh, they would point a gun at somebody and be like, "Give me all your money." A robbery prank. How is that a prank? A prank means that it's not real. You're pointing a gun at somebody and saying, "Give me your money," and then saying, it's just a joke. So, yeah, pranks are crazy. But today I found a video called "Pranks That Actually Went Too Far." So we're going to check out this video. This is by, I think, Simple Paint. You guys already know I watch this person all the time. Go check out my main channel and my gaming channel. This video will be linked in the description below. Go join the Discord. And yeah, leave some videos that you think I should watch in the comments, I guess. And yeah, let's check it out.
Timothy Wilkes. In January 2021, a 20-year-old named Timothy Wilkes wanted to make a prank video.
Yeah, this is the video, I think, where the guy got shot. The robbery prank. I'm pretty sure this is it.
YouTube. The idea was simple. He and a friend would run at strangers with butcher knives, pretend to rob them, and film their reactions. They went to a parking lot outside a trampoline park in Nashville. It was late at night, and they spotted a group of people hanging out. So Timothy
he got shot.
Ran at them with the knife out. But one of them, a 23-year-old named David Starnes, had a gun. He saw a stranger sprinting at him with a blade, so he shot him. Timothy died before he could say it was a prank. Police arrested David, but let him go without charges. It was self-defense.
Yeah, I mean, he did. I mean,
he had no way of knowing.
If this guy wasn't being a dumbass, he wouldn't have died. Simple as that.
Royal prank call. In December 2012, two Australian radio DJs named Mel Gregg and Michael Christian thought it would be funny to prank call a hospital in London. Kate Middleton, the Duchess of Cambridge at the time, and now Princess of Wales, was there with bad morning sickness, and the whole world wanted to know how she was doing. So they called the hospital pretending to be Queen Elizabeth and Prince Charles. A nurse named Jacinta Saldanha answered and fell for it. She transferred the call, and another nurse gave out details about Kate's condition. The DJs aired the whole thing, and it made news everywhere. Everyone laughed. No one got hurt. 3 days later, Jacinta was found dead. She was 46. She left 3 notes blaming the prank call, and she didn't even give out the information. She just answered the phone. The DJs never faced charges, but the show got canceled.
Yeah.
Ecuador War of the
They're probably hated.
Worlds.
That's crazy.
In 1938, a radio host named Orson Welles did a Halloween broadcast in America where he pretended aliens were invading Earth. He made it sound like a real news report, and thousands of people believed it. 11 years later, a radio station in Ecuador
you could do stuff like this before there were cameras.
Decided to do the same thing. But Radio Quito wanted to go bigger. In the days before the show, the newspaper that owned the station published fake reports about strange objects in the sky. So by the time the broadcast came on, people were already nervous, and it worked. Police and firefighters rushed out of town to fight the aliens. Other radio stations picked up the story and started reporting it too. When Radio Quito finally told everyone it was fake, nobody laughed. A mob surrounded the building and set it on fire. The people trapped inside called for help, but the police didn't come. They thought it was still part of the joke. At least 6 people burned to death, including the girlfriend and nephew of the producer, Leonardo Paez. 6 people burned to death, including the girlfriend and nephew of the
They lit the building on fire because they were mad about a prank?
Producer, Leonardo Paez. The army had to bring in tanks and tear gas to stop the mob. Paez fled to Venezuela and never came back.
He was never seen again. Oh my God.
Daddy05. In 2017,
I remember this channel.
YouTube channel called Daddy05 had 750,000 subscribers and 176 million views. Mike and Heather Martin filmed pranks on.
Didn't they didn't have like custody of their kids or something, and they were doing like serious harmful pranks on them, and they just filmed it.
Their 5 kids almost every day. Most of the pranks targeted the 2 youngest 9-year-old. On their 5 kids, almost 86 million views. Mike and Heather Martin filmed pranks on their 5 kids almost every day. Most of the pranks.
Imagine your parents pranking you.
Targeted the 2 youngest 9-year-old.
Like you don't even know when to take them serious.
Cody and 11-year-old Emma.
Cody was the star.
One video, the parents poured fake ink on the carpet and then screamed at Cody until he cried, calling him a liar. In another, Mike shoved him into a bookcase hard enough to give him a bloody nose, and in another, the dad told one of the older kids to slap Emma across the face. He did, and she started crying. A YouTuber named Philip DeFranco saw the videos and called it child abuse. So the police got involved, and Cody and Emma were taken away and given back to their biological mother, Rose Hall. She hadn't seen them since 2014, after she was tricked into signing over custody. Both parents were charged with child neglect and got 5 years probation. They hired a PR firm to help with their apology video. YouTube deleted the channel.
Yeah, they got banned.
The Martins tried to start new ones, but YouTube banned them again.
I think Cody, like the kids have channel. I think one of them is an artist now. I'm pretty sure.
But when Cody saw his real mom for the first time, he said he hated her. Mike and Heather had told him she threw him away like garbage. And Emma asked her mom for cheese because she wasn't allowed to have it at the Martins' house. Danny Santulli. In October 2021, an 18-year-old named Danny Santulli from Eden Prairie, Minnesota started his freshman year at the University of Missouri. He wanted to join a fraternity called Phi Gamma Delta, also known as Fiji. During the pledge process, Danny had already been hospitalized once after they made him climb into a trash can filled with broken glass. On the night of October 19th, Danny and the other pledges were told to take off their shirts. They were blindfolded and brought down to the basement for something called Pledge Dad Reveal Night. Danny's pledge dad handed him a bottle of Tito's vodka and told him to finish it within an hour. Other members poured beer down his throat through a tube. By 11 p.m., Danny couldn't stand anymore, so they put him on a couch. His lips turned blue and his skin went
he's dead.
pale. He lay there for over an hour while security cameras recorded everything. When they finally tried to
They didn't even call the cop. They didn't even call
carry
911.
him to a car, they dropped him on his head. By the time they got to the hospital, his heart had stopped. His blood alcohol level was 0.486, nearly 6 times the legal limit. Danny survived, but he can't walk, talk, or see. He can hear, but he can't respond. His attorney called it the worst fraternity hazing injury ever in the United States. The fraternity had been sanctioned for alcohol violations just 13 days before. They were shut down, and 11 members were charged. His family sued 23 of them and settled. His dad watched the security footage because he wanted to see what they did to his son. In December 2024, President Biden signed the Stop Campus Hazing Act, the first
There's no way you want to be part of not a sorority. What is it called? Is that the one for girls or boys? I don't know. There's no way you want to be a part of a community that bad, bro. Oh yeah, drink 24 gallons of liquor.
Law,
like what?
Partly because of what happened to Danny. He's 21 now, and he still needs care around the clock. Tanner Cook. In April 2023, a 21-year-old
that's so sad.
Around the clock. Tanner Cook. In April 2023, a 21-year-old YouTuber named Tanner Cook walked into a mall in Virginia looking for someone to prank. Cook ran a channel called Classified Goons with about 50,000 subscribers. He made $2,000 to $3,000 a month by getting reactions out of strangers. He would pretend to vomit on Uber drivers and follow random customers through stores. Local sheriff's deputies
just being a nuisance
already knew who he was from previous calls. That day, Cook spotted a DoorDash driver named Alan Coley picking up a food order. So he walked up.
Oh, God.
Cook spotted a DoorDash driver named Alan.
How does he have a mugshot? Did he murder him?
Coley picking up a food order. So he walked up behind him, held his phone about 6 inches from his face, and started playing a phrase on loop through Google Translate. Hey, dipshit, quit thinking about my twinkle. Collie told him to stop, but Cook kept going. Collie backed away, but Cook followed. The whole thing lasted less than 30
being annoying.
seconds. Then Collie pulled out a gun and shot him in the chest. The bullet hit Cook's liver and stomach, and Shopper.
He's dead. He just is bleeding
fled
out.
the mall, thinking
internal bleeding.
It was a mass shooting. Cook survived. At trial, Cook
he survived.
Said he had no idea he had scared or angered Collie, but the jury sided with Collie and ruled it was self-defense. Cook was 6 feet 5 inches and had been walking toward a stranger who told him 3 times to stop.
Maybe, don't do that. Like, you're being annoying. There's no reason to follow people around with a phone, dude.
Collie was only found guilty of firing a gun inside a building. After the verdict, a reporter asked Cook if he was going to stop making prank videos. He said no. We're going to continue the videos. It is what it is. It's God's plan at the end of the day. Sam Pepper kidnapping. In November 20...
That makes no sense. It's God's plan. It was God's plan for you to get shot. You have the free will to decide what you want to do. That does not make it God's plan.
It's God's plan at the end of the day. Sam Pepper kidnapping. In November 2015, a YouTuber named Sam Pepper uploaded a video called Killing Best Friend Prank. Pepper had 2 million subscribers and a history of crossing lines.
Dude.
A year earlier, he groped women on the street for a video, and the LAPD
groped women on the street, bro.
opened
What?
an investigation after multiple women accused him of sexual assault.
That's not a prank. How's it a prank? It's always these guys with the blue hair. There's exact earrings, bro. Or like the earring with the cross, like the 2016, bro. Everybody.
But
how is it a prank? Groping women, grabbing women's chest prank.
APD opened an investigation
after
multiple women accused.
I remember that one prank, that one J Station. I remember this one prank he did. He like faked his girlfriend's death or something.
Him of sexual.
Like, dude,
assault,
come on.
But he kept making videos. This one showed 2 friends, Sam Goldbach and Colby Brock, getting grabbed off the street. A masked man taped Goldbach's hands and feet, put a bag over his head, and stuffed him in a trunk. The next shot showed both of them tied up on a rooftop. The masked man pointed a gun at Brock's head. Goldbach started screaming. "We're just kids from Kansas," he yelled. "He's everything I have." Then the masked man pulled the trigger, and Brock's body slumped over. Goldbach sobbed for a full minute, believing his best friend was dead. Then Brock sat up and told him it was all a prank. Over 100,000 people signed a petition to ban Pepper.
Wow.
The hacker group Anonymous hacked his website and told him, "Your life is essentially ruined." YouTube refused to remove the video. They said it didn't break any rules. A few months later, Pepper made all his videos private and tweeted.
I mean, bro, it's not even about rules. It's like that's not a prank.
"I give up. Reset toothpaste." Pepper made all his videos private and tweeted, "I give up."
Yeah, it's like
reset toothpaste Oreo.
You can't just do that and be like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna make another video after
January
this."
2017, a 19-year-old YouTuber in Spain named Conghua Ren got a dare from one of his followers. They asked him to replace the cream inside Oreos with toothpaste and feed them to someone. Ren, who went by Reset and had 1.2 million subscribers, found a 52-year-old homeless man named Gorge begging outside a supermarket in Barcelona. Gorge had escaped dictatorship in Romania and spent time in a mental hospital before ending up on the streets. Ren gave him the cookies and about $24. While filming, Ren admitted he might have gone too far.
$24. What was the $24 for?
And said at least it would help clean the man's teeth, since he probably hadn't brushed them since he became poor. Gorge threw up after eating the cookie. He later told a reporter he had never been treated so poorly in all his years on the street. When the video blew up, Ren offered the man's daughter $360 to not file a lawsuit. It didn't work. He became the first YouTuber
$300
ever found guilty for a prank. The judge sentenced him to 15 months in prison, ordered him to pay $24,000, and banned him from social media for 5 years.
Okay, this is a bit harsh. I'm not gonna lie. $24,000 to who? The family? Banned him for 5. Okay, this is a bit harsh. I would have just put him in jail for 15 months. Why do we have to pay? What is the financial part of this? Where's the money? Is the money going? The money better go to the homeless man, because I feel like it's just gonna go to the court. Like, no.
When asked why he did it,
anything to charge money.
Ren told the court, "People like what is morbid." He made about $2,400 from that video. Scare tactics.
Okay, he should have to pay that back. $24,000. That's a new car.
2002. The Sci-Fi Channel was filming
or that was a new car in 2013.
First episode of a new hidden camera show.
That's a down payment now.
Called Scare Tactics. The idea was to put people in horror movie situations and film them freaking out. They needed someone to scare. They found Cara Blanc. She was a grade school teacher in Los Angeles who also worked as a trained crisis counselor. Her friend Travis Draft told her he was taking her to a fancy Hollywood party, so she got in the car with Draft and another actor named Matthew Murtha. But Draft wasn't just a friend. Blanc had worked with him before on a fake documentary. On the way, the car broke down on a remote desert road. Then, an alien showed up. Draft and Murtha acted like they were being killed and told Blanc to run. So she ran through a dark canyon in the middle of nowhere while hidden cameras caught it. Blanc ended up in the hospital multiple times, and the episode never aired. She sued for assault and emotional damage. The insurance company paid her off, but the show ran 10 more years anyway, calling itself Scaring People Safely since 2003.
Safely? She got a mental...
Balloon Boy. On October 15th, 2009, a silver balloon
These are crazy.
Flying saucer floated across the sky in Colorado. Richard and Mayumi Heaney called 911 and said their 6-year-old son Falcon was trapped inside. The whole country watched live as the balloon drifted for 2 hours. Helicopters followed it. And when it finally landed near Denver International Airport, rescue teams rushed to open it. But Falcon wasn't inside. Everyone assumed he had fallen out and died. And then the family went back inside their house, and there he was, hiding in the attic the whole time. That night, the Heens went on Larry King Live. The host asked Falcon why he didn't come out when everyone was calling for him. The boy looked at his parents and said they told him to do it for a show. The next morning, the
No way. He just told on his parents.
family went on the Today Show. Falcon threw up on live TV. Police looked into it, and the mother eventually confessed. The Heens had already been on Wife Swap and wanted their own show, so they faked the whole thing. Richard got 90 days in jail and had to pay $36,000. Mayumi got 20 days. Their
36,000.
3 sons, including Falcon, had been in
Damn.
on it the whole time. Corb forehead tattoo. On November 29, 2000, a DJ at a hard rock station called Corb in Iowa went on the air with an offer. Anyone who tattooed the station's logo on their forehead would get $150,000, paid out over 5 years.
Yeah, that sounds like a scam.
David Winkleman heard it and called it
$150,000.
$150,000,
What radio show nowadays has that much money?
paid out over 5 years. David Winkleman heard it and called his stepson Richard Goddard. They called the
Well, like 30 grand every year.
station to make sure it was real. They said it was. So they went to a tattoo parlor and got the station's logo permanently inked across their foreheads.
Oh my
93
God.
Rock and Quad City Rocker. A station employee came with them, paid for the tattoos, and took
Idiots.
photos for the website. And then they told them it was a joke. Winkleman and Goddard sued. But
A
Winkleman
joke?
dropped his lawsuit, and Goddard never showed up in court. His case was thrown out. Both men lost their jobs and couldn't find work. 2 years later, Goddard was beaten with a hammer and nearly killed by people he lived with. He'd been made fun of constantly over the tattoo.
Wow.
And in 2010, Winkleman was arrested on an unrelated charge. His mugshot went viral. He still had the tattoo 10 years later. The station had changed its name 6 years before that.
Well, yeah, what was he supposed to do?
Moonanite Panic. On January 31st, 2007, a commuter in Boston spotted something strange stuck to a beam under Interstate 93. It had wires, batteries, and blinking lights. So he told the police, and they called the bomb squad. Over the next few hours, they found nearly 40 more of them around the city, on bridges, overpasses, and subway stations. So they shut down I-93 and closed the Longfellow Bridge. The Coast Guard stopped all boat traffic on the Charles River, and then they figured out what they were looking at. The devices were LED signs, about the size of a light bright toy. They showed a cartoon alien giving the middle finger. It was a character called a Mooney Knight from the Adult Swim show Aqua Teen Hunger Force. A marketing company had hired 2 local artists to put them around the
So that it wasn't a bomb.
city to promote an upcoming movie. Except the same signs had been put up in 9 other cities, including New York, Los Angeles, and Chicago. They had been up for weeks, and nobody else called the bomb squad. In the end, Cartoon Network had to apologize, and the head of the network resigned. The 2 artists got arrested.
Resigned?
The charges were eventually dropped. Boston was the only city that panicked, and it cost them
It is not that
$2
serious.
million to find out it was just a joke. If you'd like to see more stories like this,
It is not that serious. The guy at CNN resigned for that. Are you serious? I don't know. That's really stupid to me that he resigned and they had to pay $2 million for something as simple as that. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know which one of these you think were the craziest. I would have to say probably either Daddy05 or the guy that just got shot in the chest. Probably the first one, dude. I mean, like, how is that a prank? Oh, yeah, I'm going to run at you with a knife. Like, bro, you're just asking to die. So, yeah, probably that one. And, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Until next time, peace out.